Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show y'all my palette collection. So it's like face palettes and eyeshadow palettes. I have an obsession with buying these and collecting these, so I'm super excited to show you. I've gotten rid of a couple out of my drawer because I like never use them or touch them, but these are like, this is my like collection. So hope y'all enjoy. If you like this video, please give a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you just in a second. Alright guys, like I said, I have a healthy amount. So let's start out with the Modern Renaissance palette and the Soft Glam palette. They're very popular right now and have been for quite a while. So the Modern Renaissance palette, I do like this palette, but it has so many red tones that I kind of have to be in the mood to use it. The only thing I don't like about this thing is it doesn't really have a good setting color to like set your primer, but I do like this orange and these reds here, so it's nice to use on occasion. Definitely something I want to hold on to, because sometimes you're in the mood for those colors, and some people like to use them every day. I'm more of like a neutral kind of girl, so that was one reason why I was really glad they came out with this Soft Glam. I think this Soft Glam is absolutely beautiful, and it's more of like the colors that I would use on a normal basis. A lot of nice browns, a little bit of orange, more of like a transition color. Some really pretty glitters. Some of these are the same as in here, but still at the same time I was like, I still want this palette because I could definitely use a lot of these colors, which I really like. Sorry if I'm going kind of quickly. I'm going to try to, I have a lot of palettes to show, so I want to go, you know, pretty speedy through it. Let's do the Too Faced palettes next. So I only have two of these iconic ones, like the Chocolate Bar and the Sweet Peach. Like the older iconic ones. This was one of my first palettes, so I haven't been collecting for that long. But it's the Sweet Peach palette. It smells really good. Some of these colors, I used to use like the Puree and the Summer Yum were some of my favorites. This Bellini, as you can tell, I really liked that one a lot. And then I like these to like highlight, this to like set the primer. This is a very good, well-balanced palette that you can get a lot of different looks from. So this is a really nice palette. The Chocolate Bar palette, which we all know is a big deal. I love this palette. I love the salted caramel, the milk chocolate, the creme brulee, the marzipan I used a lot of, and it's got a good white chocolate and champagne truffle to like highlight the brow bone, whether you want to go like a shimmery highlight or more of like a matte one. They got both in here, so that's really nice. Next, I will go for let's go ahead and do the Shade and Light palette. I know we're kind of skipping around between brands, but that's okay. So I haven't used this one a ton, but in case you want to do like eye contouring, this is always a really, really, really good palette. So next, let's do my favorite. If y'all watch my favorite videos, you know how much I love this palette. So this is the Just Peachy palette. Guys, you know how much I love this palette. You could use the peach meringue as like a highlight brow bone, the peach butter for like a setting. You can do the peach tea, peach cobbler in the crease. You can do any of these as an all over lid color. This peach sangria is so pretty in the crease and as an all over lid color. So this is just a well balanced palette. I'm not kidding from the other video. If you haven't gone and bought this, this needs to be your next palette. This is important to be in your collection. Let's do some more Too Faced. So the Too Faced I Want Kandee palette is really fantastic. This is very good for like setting your crease color. These are good for highlighting the brow bone. One thing that she talked about whenever she was doing like the announcement for this palette is she could mix these with these to make them lighter or make them more sparkly, whatever she wanted to do. So you have a lot of good, pretty colors in here. You also have a couple dark ones for like the outer corner and everything. So yeah, I really like this palette as well. There it is. Natural Love. I was absolutely obsessed with this palette. I was so excited to get this. This is one that I really, really wanted. And some people, I feel like, kind of complained that it didn't have a lot of pigment. Well, guys, it's not meant to be. It's a Natural Love palette. It's supposed to be natural colors. It's not going to be bright and colorful and like extremely pigmented. It's just not. But it does have some really pretty light colors. I love this Heaven Lace Teddy Lace Tutty's really good for like a transition color. You have your dark colors if you want them. Then you have your nice, pretty sparkles. This Honeymoon I really like, as you can tell how much I've used it. This is just a really nice, light palette when you just want to go for just a little bit of color on the eyes. This is what you go for, and you have plenty of options in here. So I love this palette very, very much. Let's keep going with the Too Faced palettes. So I have this one. This is the Make Believe in Yourself palette. This was really pretty. This has all sparkles, highlight color in the middle, and then it's got like the transition shade. I love this transition shade. I'm surprised I did not hit pan on this transition shade because I used it a ton. And then I would just pick any of these to go all over the lid. This would be like crease color if I could darken it up enough, and then that would be like to highlight the brow bone. I love this palette. I think it is absolutely stunning. I have not used it in a while, and now I kind of want to go back into it maybe tomorrow and touch into it. So this is a wonderful palette. I don't know why I said Too Faced. It's Tarte. I'm losing my mind. Let's keep going with the Tarte palettes. So this one is one of the Rainforest and the Sea palettes. I feel like this was not one of the most popular ones. I didn't buy any of the other ones. I actually got this one in my Boxycharm, which I was very excited to get a Tarte palette in general in Boxycharm, but you did. I gotta say, I don't really touch on this palette much. Dark colors here, light colors. You really don't have a lot you can do with this palette, so I didn't hit it up that much. But I do have it. We've got the Tartlette Tarte palette. This is the first one that came out. Very, very basic colors. But I do like it for any transition colors I want to do. Any like really, really soft, like quick colors. Use these dark colors in the outer corner. Lots of stuff you could do with this palette, definitely. But it is very beautiful, and it's more of like a basic palette I feel like you should have. This palette came out, I think, before they started to smell really good. Because this one doesn't smell like the other Tarte palettes do. Let's do the Tartelette Toasted palette. This was very popular for very long. It came out about the same time that the Just Peachy palette came out. But this one is very beautiful. I've used this quite a bit. This one also doesn't have a really good matte shade to like set your primer, but it does have a lot of pretty shimmers here. I love this crackle here, and the sunset's very beautiful. These are like the darker colors. Then you have like the highlight, the brow bone. You've got a couple transitions. This is just a really nice palette, and not a lot of fallout, and it lasts a good long time. So I do really like this one. Sorry if my video is not very well in focus. Let's keep going with Tarte. And this palette, guys. Oh, the Tarteist Pro palette. I love it. I was so excited to get this, and I actually got this with Ulta points. So I spent nothing on this palette. This palette was free. So here are these. As you saw, I can hit pan on this innocent color. I loved that color for the crease, for a transition shade. I loved it. So you have all your metallics here. I heard some rumors that these like metallics were not very good. Guys, I want to tell you those rumors are wrong. These metallics are fantastic. They lay really well, especially if you spray some Fix Plus on them. They lay really nicely. Lots of pigment. These are all really good crease shades, outer corner shades. This one right here will be the classic you would set with your primer. Use this vintage here to highlight the brow bone. Guys, this is a good palette. This is a very, very good palette, and it's better that I didn't pay anything for it. So we have one more Tarte palette. It'd be this Park Avenue Princess. This is one of my face palettes. I don't think I have any more Tarte palettes. No. Okay. It's Park Avenue Princess. Sorry if I'm blinding you. I love the packaging. The packaging is so beautiful. So these are all really, really pretty bronzer colors. Now some of these have a little shimmer in them. Sorry, I don't want to blind you with the mirror. Some of these have a little shimmer in them, like this one and this one. But still, once you put it on your face and you blend it out, you don't really see a lot of shimmer. So, and then these, I was okay with these shades. I felt like they might have been a little like chalky. I didn't really feel like they highlighted very well, so I feel like they're just more of a whitener. But I do like these four very, very much. These two were just not big for me. Okay, let's go back here. So let's do the e.l.f. I only have the one. This is my Matte for Matte palette. Everybody really liked this one for a while as well. Very simple shades, also something neutral shades I feel like you should have. You have a little bit of a light, it's almost like a light pinkish, and then you have all these darks here that you can play with. You have a couple light shades, mostly dark, but I do really like this one. And also e.l.f. palettes are really good, not expensive, and they just lay really well on the eyes. They blend out really easily, they work really easily, so I really like this palette a lot. Let's do Boxycharm and Pur. I just got this palette, guys. I don't really have mixed feelings on this palette, I'll tell you that right now. It didn't work for me. I was really excited about this Nakey right here, and when I went to put it on my eyes, it's not like there was no pigment. It didn't blend out well. It just, when it did blend, it blended away to like nothing, you know? So I was really excited about this because I love the colors, and I was like, Boxycharm, you did a really good job on this palette. And then I tried it and I'm like, I want to try some more of the shimmers, maybe spray some Fix Plus on them, maybe use my finger to apply them. And y'all know that's my favorite way of applying shimmers. So maybe the shimmers would work for me, but like the ones that I was really excited about just kind of let me down. So mixed feelings. I don't know. Let's then go to Colourpop. So let's start out with these. These are my face palettes that I have from Colourpop. This is Done Deal. It is a, I think this is the pressed powder one. It's the pressed powder one. So it's just really, really nice highlight here. And then you've got a very, very pink blush. When you put it on, it is actually really pretty. Next would be my Sonia Esmond with Colourpop. Here Comes the Sun. This is a Super Shock cheek palette. I do really like these. So this is more of like a really pretty, like coppery blush, and then you have this gorgeous highlight, absolutely beautiful highlight, and it lays really well. You can tell it's Super Shock because it's very textured on top. So I do really like this palette. Continuing with Colourpop, this is my magnetic Colourpop palette. So it's not all Colourpop shadows in here. I don't remember what these are. These are highlights. I think I got them on an Ipsy and I just kind of threw them in here. So these aren't such a big deal. This is not Colourpop. I think this is Ofra. But the thing is, there's no name on the back. I got it in a Boxycharm, so I don't remember what that shade was. So these, I think most of these are Colourpop shadows. I really like this one right here. It's called Wait For It. Very, very pretty peachy tone shadow. I also really like this one, Come and Get It. And I really like this one to highlight. It's called Full Zip. These are such beautiful colors. I really like this rosy pink here. It's called Time Out. Very, very, very pretty shades. I really like going to these just when when none of the palettes are really speaking to me that morning, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to step into my separate shadows. So I really like this magnetic palette here, and this is it holds quite a bit, so I was really glad about this. We will do the Dream Street palette. So this is a big deal right now. People really like this. I think Kathleen Lights is just amazing. I think she does wonderful with her makeup. Her eye makeup is always gorgeous no matter what she does. And I love watching her videos. I think she's wonderful. So I will even link her channel down below so y'all can go check her out. She's fantastic. But this is the Dream Street palette. I touched into it a little bit. I am growing warmer and warmer to this palette. So this is really nice blue, dark blues here. She's done some really pretty colors with them. Here's some pretty like more metallic glitteries. Any of these crease colors are really beautiful. It doesn't really have a good setting primer color, so normally I have to go into another palette to do that. But yeah, no, I really do like this palette a lot. Alright, so the Cute AF palette, another Colourpop palette I really liked. It took me a while to get because I kept being sold out. Every single time I check, they would, you know, be sold out, and it was really frustrating. I didn't know when they were going to come back out with it, but it's a Yes Please palette. Very beautiful bright colors. I love using this yellow matte or any of these yellow glitters. I love this color right here for the crease. It's just a really well balanced bright palette that I'll use on like a daily basis because I love the bright colors. A lot of people like neutrals. I like neutrals, but sometimes I'm in the mood for a bright color. I want my eyes to just pop, and this is the palette I go to for that. So I really do like this Yes Please palette. Definitely get your hands on this. They said this is a good dupe for the Natasha Denona like Sunset palette. This is a very expensive palette, and I'm sorry, but I don't have a desire to buy that much on a palette. So this is a really nice dupe for that. For my Benefit Cheap Parade palette. So this one is very dirty. Just bear with me. So it has the Hoola Light Bronzer, the Hoola Bronzer, the Dandelion Blush, the California Blush, and the Rock Tour Brush. As you can tell, I've hit pan on the Hoola Light brush. I have very light skin tones, so I can get away with using this. So I really like the Hoola Light. The Hoola Bronzer is, everybody knows that bronzer is just fantastic. The California Blush, I do like this blush, but when I first got it, it had like this kind of like almost like glittery kind of topper to it, but once I like got that away, it was very pretty. No, it's very nice. And then this Rock Tour brush is very pretty. And then this Dandelion blush I really like. It's very baby pink, but you can also build it up to make it darker, make it more prominent, or you can keep it like a very soft color, totally whatever you want to do. So I really do like this Benefit Cheap Parade. It was also a really good deal. It was like a $60 palette, and each of these, I think it was like $65, and each of these are like $30 each. So you're getting 5 shades, which would be times 30, which is an all around really, really good deal. The Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I bought this the day it came out. Okay. She was so proud of this palette when it first came out, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love these bright colors, the mattes, the shimmers, all of these neutral colors, plenty of light colors, plenty of dark colors. She just hit the nail on this palette, and I think it's wonderful. So many pretty shimmers and mattes. Just, I don't even know where to begin with how many looks and designs you could do with this palette. And it's Morphe, so it's, you're spending like, what, $35 on all of these shades, all of them. And she put so much love and just care into this palette. And I really like the back, because on the back of the palette itself, it names all the shades, and it kind of gives you a little look to them. It is very, very, very beautiful. So I really do love this palette a lot. Well guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. My eyeshadow palettes are my pride and joy, so I'm really excited that you get to see them. I will try to do some of my tutorials and all of that on my channel of like the palettes and like trying out each different palette. I haven't really gotten a good setup yet for like good makeup tutorial videos. I'm still trying to figure that out. So that's why I like all my challenge videos and such, and I have a lot more to come. So see you guys next time. Bye guys.